Hello everyone, it's Sherry with Blessed Baubles, and you know what I'm going to say. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really glad that you're here, and I'm really excited to have another episode of our Rich Box versus Poor Box. For those that are new to my channel, I take a very expensive box of shopgoodwill.com jewelry, and I take a very inexpensive box of Shop Goodwill jewelry, and we have a lot of fun comparing a little bit of rich box and a little bit of poor box in the same episode. And then sometimes you guys leave your vote in the comment section of which box you think won this round. And this has been a lot of fun. Sometimes poor box wins out really big, and sometimes rich box does, but it's always a mystery and we just don't know until we get into the jewelry. Now with that, I would like to also explain that I do unboxings and open the box of jewelry with you. So for the most part, in my unboxings, I have not seen the jewelry yet. I'm just seeing it for the first time, and therefore it takes a little time to look at the pieces of jewelry as I'm taking them out of the bag. There are channels that go through their jewelry first, and I do love those channels, and I do love to do that sometimes as well. But mostly I do love to unbox the jewelry right in front of you so that you can see it for the first time with me. And yeah, it's so much fun. So we might pay a little price in how long it takes me to look at a piece, but we also get the trade-off of having the excitement of seeing it together for the first time. So I hope that explains things a little better about my channel. This, by the way, is a bag from our 33 pounds of Shop Goodwill jewelry. I started that series, I don't want to confuse anyone, but in these big boxes of jewelry that I buy that are very expensive, there's 4 bags in each box. And we opened 2 of those and got through them completely, and then this was the 3rd bag that we opened. I decided to turn it into a rich box, poor box episode or series because it was a great, same 10 pounds versus 10 pounds example. So just reminding you that after this bag, we still have 1 more bag of that 33 pounds to go through. And this is always nice jewelry, so I'm really excited about that. And then I'll order another big box. So here we go with Rich Box. We're going to do him first and put Poor Box little sign aside. And just to let you know, if you see something you like, here's how you would order. You would email me at CapeCodEbayGirl@gmail.com. And please send these 4 pieces of information: the video name and episode number, the time stamps of when your pieces show, a brief description of those pieces, and the prices given. Okay, so thank you for that. And I would like to very much thank Dolores, who emailed me with this sign. I just think it's so precious that anyone would think that much of me to go and create a sign for me. So Dolores, here it is. I printed it out and I love it. So thank you very much for that. Thank you so much for that. I love the gold chain that's going around. I love the heart and more hearts here. And she did a couple of others as well with a kitty cat here and a cross. So thank you again for that. And I hope you guys like the sign. I forgot to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I'm making this little piece of video after I've already shown the jewelry, so I'm trying to hide it so I don't spoil it for you. But please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. It doesn't cost a thing. If you like the video, you're welcome to hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified of my next video, okay? If you like it, you don't have to if you don't. And also hit the thumbs up button if you like it as well. That way YouTube will show you my next video, okay? So thank you for that. OT, can you wake up a minute? Say hi to everyone. What's up? You're not photobombing me today. Are you getting a nice nap in the sun? Come on, Boaty, say hi, baby. Come on. Everybody loves you on my channel. You're just like the star of the show. And Tom, what are you doing? Tom. There he is. Isn't he handsome? They're both laying in the window in the sun. They love it. So here's my little video of the cats that I always promise you all. They're just so precious. They're brothers, and I just love them to pieces. And look at this beautiful carpet that I got at the thrift. Isn't it stunning? Oh, so awesome. So there you go. Say bye, Bolty. Pretty baby. Another thing I'd like to get out of the way is this thing sticking out on the table. I had someone ask me in the comments, what the heck is that thing sticking out in all your videos? And from time to time I do explain that this is a leg that goes to a light that is up here and it's shining down on my table. When you do videos, you have to have a lot of lighting, so I have 3 lights pointing on the table and several others around me. So this is a leg to one of the lights, and I put a white paper towel around it, hoping it'll blend into the background, and then it ends up looking funny like a foot or something. So there's the explanation of that. Now let's get into Rich Box and see what we have. This appears to be some single earrings that I found previously and didn't put them on the board, so we'll put that aside. And here is our earring board. I'm almost embarrassed to tell you about it because it's been here for so long, but when I had to move from one place to another, it did set me back a lot. So I appreciate you guys being patient with this, and we'll add some more to this and see what we can do. But there's some really cute earrings on there. So let's see. I also did a little video recording of Bolty, my cat, and Tom, and I'm going to add that somewhere in this video. So stay tuned because you all love Bolty and he loves you, so we'll see about that. This is a gold tone dyed, maybe magnesite. I say magnesite because magnesite has brown lines, whereas howlite has dark gray lines. It's a gold tone earring, very pretty, and it's going to go on our mate board. So here we go. Wait for your mate, wait for your mate. You know you gotta wait for your mate. So you're gonna go on there and wait for your mate to show up, and once he does, then you can go on a date. It looks like we have one gorgeous piece here. It's waiting for its mate. Some of them have pairs already. And this guy, oh, that is gorgeous. Looks like, is it crystals or is it marcasite? Let's see. They are all crystals. That is so beautiful. There's the back. Looks really well made and very classy. So you're gonna wait for your mate too. So wait for your mate, wait for your mate. You know you gotta wait for your mate. There you go. Now, I promise I'm not going to sing it every single time, but it's been a while. This is really cool. Citrine color stones and amethyst color stone. Looks like a gunmetal. Very nice. We'll put that on our wait for your mate board. Then we have this clip-on earring. They're very beautiful. Maybe a faux pearl. We'll look at that closer. And ooh, a screwback earring, gorgeous red enamel. Just look at that. That's very different. I'm gonna try this magnifier and see how it does on the camera. You see how it's kind of spotty and beautiful? It's very different than just having red enamel. Real pretty. It seems to be kind of coated on the back too. Does need cleaning. Oh, it might be all copper. I'm not sure. It's it kind of has a coating on the back as well. So that's kind of different. I haven't seen that. So we'll just put that over there and wait for your mate too. Okay, now let's get some goodies out of the bag. Or maybe I'll just pull pieces for maybe 20 minutes or so. This is a memory wire faux pearl bracelet. It has a cute little crystal on the hang tag, but no name, so I don't know who that is. They feel acrylic, but very well made. Colors are gorgeous. They are a greenish gray, silvery gray, a lighter gray, and sort of a creamy pearl color. So memory wire bracelet, does have some kind of maker, don't know who it is. And let's break the ice, and I'll say $4 on that. That is a beauty. And it looks like you have 4 bracelets on when you're wearing it. So nice piece for sure. This, oh my gosh, I never know what to do with these because I know they're real stones, but a lot of times they're on Tibetan silver. Not sure about this one. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. So this looks like lapis lazuli. This does look like dyed howlite. This, I'm not sure if that's coral. I'll have to take a close look. I don't think it is right off the bat. But more lapis. I can see the pyrite in it. I'm pretty sure, I'm not an expert, but does seem to be lapis, and then more red beads. The main thing about these is the coloration, how gorgeous they look. They don't always have to be sterling silver, although that's always nice. It's just the beautiful colors and the look of it that's fantastic. So that's my guess. Maybe Tibetan silver. I do like that giant lobster clasp. But let me get my magnet because that's the quickest way to rule out if it is not sterling. Now I know there'll be a spring in here, so this will always be magnetic. But what about the other pieces? They are not magnetic. This is not magnetic. This little draw might be the wire inside that's pulling. So this is one of those pieces that I'll just have to take a look at for a second. So let's go for it. Now I don't think that's coral because it's not showing me any of the characteristics that coral would show. It looks like a very nice red color stone. And we already know that's dyed howlite. But let me show you all the little goldy speckles of the pyrite in what I think is lapis lazuli. So that's a nice size bead. And then you've got that repeating. This is really cool. I like the faceted on there. And you just can't beat these gorgeous beads that they make. And I always love a filigree end cap bead. So pretty. So maybe these are nice big chunks of lapis. I can't see why they wouldn't be. Look at that. So beautiful. It does appear to be on a wire, which is always great versus a string. And yeah, there we go. So hexagon type shape beads, barrel shape, long barrel, barrel shape, hexagon down to a big hexagon as the focal pendant. Hexagon, barrel, long barrel, and these cute beads at the end. So the next thing I need to do, and those that want to fast forward, that's okay. You just tap your screen a couple of times on the right and you can fast forward. But I do want to check the silver on this. And I'm thinking that is over brass. And this It does look like that Tibetan silver. And this may be a newer clasp because I don't usually see these on the Tibetan silver. So I do think that's a newer clasp. It's not even giving me a sample of the same color. So I would think all of the metal would be this sort of brassy silver over brass color, and maybe someone put a new clasp on. So that's what we have. And for those that want me to still put the solution on the metal, I'll do that. But this is a brassy color on the stone, so I'm thinking definitely not. And the lobster clasp is coming out silver. It's turning blue. But my question is, why wouldn't it be marked? Maybe it's nicely plated. So I'll test this again. See, I want to do it in a place that's not going to affect it. So let me do this part down here, right there. Because you don't want someone to get a piece of jewelry and, you know, there's a scratch mark on it. You never want that. So I try to be as careful as I can be. And this is so blue. So that is a giant honking sterling silver clasp. That's fantastic. Really fantastic. I do see some blue on that other test as well. So I'm going to shut the camera for a minute and finish this so I'm not taking too much time. Okay, so I tested again, and this is the clasp again. So I am really sure that that big giant lobster clasp may have been put on later, but the great part about it is it's all sterling. So that's fun. It's usually the other way around. I always try to wipe this off immediately so that I don't drag anything through it or get myself hurt with the acids. So thank you for waiting while I do that. Now let's see what we've got. Lapis lazuli, Tibetan silver. Someone put a sterling clasp on. Fantastic colors. It is stone. Oops, you got to turn Miss Prissy on. All right, we'll have to let her heat up a little bit. So let's see what we have next. There are some pieces that I cleaned ahead of time. So this one I do know about. This is a fantastic, what is it called? Accessocraft vintage bracelet. It is incredible. It's Egyptian Revival. Look at the workmanship on this. It has some carnelian looking stones and some onyx, but look at the metal work. It is a clamper. It's marked right inside, and it's just a fantastic piece. It's a beautiful vintage bracelet. Those of you that know Accessocraft know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's going to come out a little bit upside down, but you'll see the signature right there, and also on this side. So there's your signature. I did research these, and that's because I cleaned this. I didn't want to show it not clean. And they go for around $50. It's just a really good collectible piece of jewelry in fantastic shape. And the detail is just, you can't skip by that really quickly. You have to show that to people. So there you go with that one. Oh, I know what's going on with Miss Prissy. I have it on battery, so we'll have to plug her in. No problem. These pieces do test as glass. And the bracelet sits at, it's a little one, sits at a 5.5. without opening it at all. But I'll show you on my wrist. I think my wrist measures 6 inches, but I like to wear my bracelets bigger than that. So when you measure your wrist, if it's 6 inches around, you want to buy a bracelet that's, you know, unless you're fitting it right to your wrist, you want to buy one that's bigger than a 6. So let's just see. And that goes right on my 6 wrist, for those that like to wear them right up to the wrist. So it does fit a 6. It can open, so if you want, let me pretend that my wrist is bigger by pushing it up here. If you wore it like that, it's perfectly comfortable as well, meaning if your wrist is bigger. So I hope I'm making sense today because I'm trying so hard. Okay, Excessa Craft Egyptian Revival bracelet, gorgeous. Comps are $50, and I will say $35 for this beautiful, beautiful bracelet. Next, I was getting Miss Prissy ready with our technical problems. And oh yeah, that's definitely lapis. It's going way up there on the gem tester. These pieces are going past glass. So, maybe I'm gonna second guess this as being coral. I am not sure. It doesn't have the little coral things, but it is testing above glass. So all stone, absolutely stunning big silver clasp. This measures 20 inches. And I'm gonna say 65 on this. It is, to me, a lifetime piece. It can go with so many things. You've got real stone and that nice clasp. So I hope you love that. It is so well made and just a great piece. Thank you, Rich Box. Another great piece. Then we have some pearly looking things in here. What are you? Oh, wow. This is a faux pearl necklace, but I like the look of that clasp. That looks like a vintage clasp to me. And there is a little bit of something on it. But let me get a little wipey thing and just get that off. So this piece looks like it'll need some cleaning, and that's why sometimes I will have a piece that I've already looked at, because I might notice as it's in the bag, oh, that has something that needs to come off, and I'd rather show it to you clean. But this one I didn't see that on. So, all glass pearls, incredible. There is a little something going on here with the string. It looks like sometimes it's just where they're hiding the string. It could be that it's a double string and the second strand needs to be tightened up. Let's see. As I pull on it, it is tightening. I don't know. I think there's a little issue with that. So, I don't know what to say about that, because if I keep pulling it, let's look over here. This side has 2 strands. Yes. So either the strand let go somewhere and it's hanging on the one strand. That's probably it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Let's take a look at this clasp. What a beautiful clasp. And the fastest way to see, is it magnetic? These pieces kind of are, but this piece is not. I would have to look really close to see if it's marked anywhere. So it could be a sterling clasp. Okay, so I am seeing that it's sterling plated and that there is some brass color. See that right on the corner? Possibly. I mean, sometimes sterling can look that way too. Since I'm not seeing a mark, I'm going to be safe and say that it's silver plated, but it's a gorgeous necklace. It has all these crystals. Get it going the right way. I just want to handle it very carefully. All right, let's undo this again. So it does need some cleaning because it's older. It's an older piece, and where the rhinestones are needs some cleaning, and needs the issue fixed with that strand. So you've got all these crystals here, about 5 of them, and then you've got these beads with the crystals that are kind of set in the middle. For those that haven't seen that kind of a setup, let's see. See how they're set in the middle of that? Sort of channel set almost. So that's what this piece is. It's so beautiful. I hate that the string is letting go. 18 inches and 19 inches. All glass pearls. I could test the clasp and the pieces, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say, since this needs fixing, I'll just do this for $6, okay? So for those of you that know what you're doing with fixing jewelry, that I think is great. I hope you do too. Okay, on to our next thing. Another pearl type necklace. This feels like real pearls. They are cold. It looks like a double strand. Oh my. These are sort of threaded in here. That's all real pearls. Fantastic. I'll have to test this one. It looks like the same exact clasp as the other piece, doesn't it? Hi everyone, just dropping in to remind you how to purchase. Please just email me at CapeCodEbayGirl@gmail.com and send me the video name and episode number. You can get that right under the video. The video name will be there. If you only see a small amount of the video name, just click on it and it will expand out and it'll tell you the whole title, and it will have the episode number. The timestamps of when your pieces show, and you get those by pressing the pause button on any device that you're on. And the timestamp will be on the left-hand side. A brief description of the pieces and the prices given, okay? Thank you very much for that. And I realize that I forgot to invite you to subscribe to my channel. It is absolutely free. No one will bother you or chase you around. You will just be able to see my next video come up in your YouTube feed if you subscribe to the channel. If you click the bell that you want to be notified of all videos, you have to click the all button. You should be notified of my next video. However, if you don't click on a couple of videos as they come up, YouTube is doing something new where they just don't show you the videos anymore. So if you can't get to watch the video right away, click on it for a second and maybe save to watch later or something, because pretty soon YouTube won't show me your video, won't show you my videos anymore, and I wouldn't want that to happen. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but just thought I would say that. So thank you. If you're new as a subscriber, let me know. And even if you've been around for a long time, you know I love to hear from you in the comments section. So thank you for letting me share that. So it is definitely all real pearls. I would guess freshwater pearls. They are a beautiful champagne color with pink tones in them. And yes, just some very beautiful pink tones. I love this pendant. I'll show you the back side again. Looks like they carefully created a wire sort of pendant in the middle. Maybe artisan made, I can't be sure. The clasp is not sterling, but it's certainly beautiful. And you have 2 strands of real pearls. So just gorgeous. Look at that. This looks like citrine color check glass. It doesn't look like normal glass. It looks like really high quality, beautiful citrine color. So as it sits on your neck, it's just this explosion of pearls and flowers. It looks like a princess necklace. It's really pretty. It measures 16 inches. And wow, for this one, I'm gonna say for all those pearls, let's do 45. I think that's super fair. And they are gorgeous. So 45 on that one. Thanks, Richbox. Next we have a 2-color metal. This feels heavy like it is brass, and that's silver. And this may be tiger's eye or shell. So again, sometimes it takes a minute to figure these things out. Let's see what the clasp says, because I have a feeling, oh, this is a Silata piece. So the clasp is marked 925, and it has the Silata marking. I'll show you here, but there's a much bigger marking on the other side of the clasp, so I don't have to worry too much showing you that. But here is the classic Silata mark. It's like the head of an arrow or something. So it is a sterling silver Silata piece, and they very often use genuine pearls. Yes, they are. They use black coral. This is black coral on this piece. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, let me show you that close up too. So see how coral looks a little bit like a straw? So this is black coral. So excited about that. These are probably glass. Little black beads. I think are glass. Then it looks like we have some shell. Some more pearls, some beautiful shell. Look at that color. This feels more like a piece of onyx to me. But you can look up Silata necklaces and you can find out all the stones that are on it. Now I know why this looked so wonderful when I first looked at it, because this is brass and this is sterling inside. So just beautiful, beautiful parts and pieces on every Silata piece. Some of them are retired, but all of them are beautiful. And some of them really are so collectible. But look at the fall colors on that. Let me just test this, because that looks very tiger's eye to me. It is going up into the stone area where tiger's eye would be. I just think it's a different cut of one. So just beautiful, really lovely. This measures about 18 inches, and then you have another inch or two with that beautiful sterling extender, and of course your Silata mark. So wow. Oh, that might be a piece of opal right there. I'm going to take just a minute and research this and take a look at that bead, but you won't even know I'm gone. Okay, so now we know why Silata is such a great maker. They take a lot of time and put a lot into their pieces. So some of these pieces are this kind of shell. I'm just going to show you the name because I don't know how to say it, but it's a type of abalone shell that is much brighter and much more colorful. So that's what I'm seeing here that looked kind of opal-like. That's beautiful, right? So I did find several of them. It is a very popular piece, and it is retired. And some of the pieces on here are horn, so that would be this piece right here. I recognize that from other necklaces I've had. And of course, genuine pearls, and you know the rest of it, the sterling silver. Some of these had the center piece missing, the sterling silver part, so maybe they made two versions, I do not know. But we know we have a Silata piece. It's fantastic, 18 to 19 inches. The comps on these were about $65. and I am gonna say $49 on this beautiful Silata. So even if you wanted to resell, there's some room there because that's on the low end of these. And there you go. Yay, Richbox again. This has been a good day for Richbox. Okay, what are you? You look so cute. I feel like it's acrylic. This marbly, you know, Bakelite gives me such a tough time. I don't really know how to tell Bakelite that well. We do have a gold tone lobster clasp and an extender, and just this marbly acrylic beads that look very amber color. There's a peachy faceted bead in between. I think it's just a beautiful necklace. The colors are great. If you're going for these colors, I just think you can't go wrong with rounded beads. They just seem to add a cute element to anything you wear. That looks like you'd be wearing a Bakelite necklace to me. That's gorgeous. I'll show you the inside. Maybe some of you that know Bakelite might know if it is or not. And I'll just rub with my finger, see if I get that smell. You know, it does kind of have it, so maybe I should test it quickly. So here's what I know about this piece. These pieces that are more opaque do have a coating on them. And you can always tell that, or not always, but most times by looking at the drill hole. So I do see a coating on those beads. However, I have seen a lot of Bakelite necklaces that are mixed with other acrylic. They'll have Bakelite, then they'll have acrylic. These do appear to be Bakelite to me. They have the right sound. They are not coated. They are solid all the way through. There's no seam on them. So they do seem to be Bakelite that's been carved in a round shape. And also I tested, and I do get some yellow. I don't get a ton of it, but I get some. Now I know the clasp is on the newer side, but I'm gonna say I do think these are Bakelite and these are acrylic mixed together. But either way, it is so pretty. So let's see. This measures 20 inches. I'd love to know what you think in the comments. Also, I ran it under hot water and it does have that smell on these beads right here, the ones that are more see-through. So, gorgeous necklace. I am gonna say, because I can't be absolutely sure of the Bakelite, I'll say 30 on this piece. It's in great shape and I love it. Next, we have an earring that's going to go on our Wait for Your Mate board, and I'll throw that away. So that's a cutie. It has the mother of pearl look to it, but I think it is acrylic. Very sweet. More pearls. Oh, I think this is the one I had to clean, so I did see this one for a little bit. Now this is very interesting. This is, let's see what my notes said. It has a newer clasp. It's real pearls. I know it's a newer clasp because all the findings on this are brass and they're old. It's on a wire. Beautiful little pearls, almost like a lighter peacock color on those. And they look like a not quite a rice pearl, because rice pearls are more bumpy, but it's beautiful. Someone did put on an entire new clasp on this. Older brass findings. I think this is a much older necklace. And look at this pendant. Carved abalone, and the pendant is marked gold filled on this. So that's why, another reason I think this is a very nice necklace that had a 12 karat gold filled or gold filled findings, and someone had to replace it. So there's your pearls, carved pendant, gold filled, and yeah, it needed to be cleaned. So it's 20 inches long. It's a beauty. And for this one, I'll say 25. Which box? You are making me so happy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We have some bezel set crystals on a necklace. So a lot of times Swarovski would do this with a necklace, but these are not feeling like glass to me. They feel acrylic, but it's still a beautiful faceted acrylic made to look like crystal Swarovski wannabe necklace. And I say that with great affection because it's beautiful. The gold tone on it is really rich, like a 24, like a, what's that, like an 18 karat? What am I thinking? Like the darker, more solid gold color. It's quite long. I think it's lovely. It's 30 inches, so you could double it if you really wanted to. You just can't beat a bezel set necklace. And if you don't like too much weight on your neck with real glass, I think this is a good alternative. Now, before I go away with this one, let me just check because, yeah, I do think they're acrylic. Really pretty piece, nice and long. And I'll say $9 on that piece. Next, looks like an earring. That looks like coral, rose quartz, and something blue, and it does look all sterling to me. But we'll put that on the wait for your mate board and see if the other one shows up. Unless I can dig in here and find it. Oh, I'm getting some earrings. In this little section, there's another one. Another. So I'll just take a minute. Let me see what I can do with the earrings. Okay, so I'm going to show you what happened with the earrings. I did dig in the bag, and I found the other one of these. They are so adorable. This does test as rose quartz, and this tests up way in the gemstone area, which tells me it might be howlite. If it tested lower, it might be turquoise. And this is red coral. They are not sterling, but they're sterling plated. Adorable pair of earrings. And I'm going to say 12 on these. I think they're really cute. These are, a lot of these need cleaned, so I don't like to show you things until they're clean. But this is a beautiful example of intentional verdigris, where they painted it that beautiful blue color, and you have the copper on the top. I do think these are solid copper. I looked at them closely. The wires look solid. This piece looks solid. And these must be painted copper with the verdigris paint. So really beautiful pair. I'm going to say 10 on those. I think they're gorgeous. Can you imagine those on? That's shimmery copper, and then that other blue color. Very striking. So I won't be able to look at all of these. These have a 14 karat gold back on them. The posts say that they are 14 karat gold filled. So I may have just scored a 14 karat gold back, but the earrings are gold filled. I will look at them closer. This is definitely a check glass. The swirly pattern to it is just a dead giveaway that it's probably a nice piece of check glass in a turquoise color. And these older kind of faux pearls, just makes me think of certain makers. So I will have to figure out, well, I'll have to find another gold filled back on those, but you have a pair of gold filled earrings, cute faux pearls on the bottom, and some really pretty turquoise check glass in the middle. And for the gold filled and check glass earrings, I did take the 14 karat gold back off. So one has gold filled and the other has just a nice brand new gold backing. And I will say, we'll do 15 for these. Super cute. I'll just show you most of the others because they need some cleaning and they need some work, but at least you can see what's coming out of the box. Nice gold tone, double faux pearl, looks like glass. These feels really cold. I bet you that's onyx and probably quartz on there, smoky quartz. They feel really ice cold. These are beautiful. Look at that. Super cool. It looks like all the rhinestones are there. I'll get to them later, but they feel really nice quality. This is, I think the backs say Avon. So just a super nice quality glass double pearl earring. And they look like the two-fers, like the 2-for-1. You have the stud and you have the hanging pearls. So I'll look closer at those. I did find the other beautiful little clip-on that is in the color of the peacock pearls. It is a glass pearl, quite beautiful. Silver tone clip-ons. They have this movable, like a comfort clip back on them. Silver tone and adorable. I didn't look at them very closely because I've got to get to pour box, but they are gorgeous. I'm going to say 5 on those. And then we have these. Are these not beautiful? Seed bead, most likely, of course, handmade. Let me take a look at what's going on in the middle. Oh, the middle is the string going through that bead. So you've got pink colors, orange, a fuchsia color. Really beautiful. And leather on the back. All right, I'm going to have to research these a little. They look super nice. Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. Look how thick the ear wires are. So I'll look at those. And on the next episode, I'll let you know about those. I did find the other super wild enamel, the enamel earring, the old screwback that goes on the wait for your mate board, and it's found its mate. I found this dangly baby and this dangly baby. They look a lot like a Monet earring. I'll have to look close at those. And these are super cool. I don't want to rush through these because they do have gold wires and some beautiful crystals. And another pair of peacock type pearl. Wait a minute. These might be real. The backs look fancy. So I'm going to have to just spend some time and look. I can't really fly through some of these things. But again, I just want you to see what came out of the box. Gold tone wires. Some really cool, something going on with these beads because they're very opaque and brown, and then the gold tone. So another pair. And so far just one of these. Turquoise color. I love these quality backs, but I don't like that they're yellow, so I'll look at that. I did find the other magnesite earring, the gold tone wire magnesite. Beautiful pair. Does look like a little natural inclusion right there on the stone. So it's not that there's a chip, it's just that where the vein of the stone is, it kind of goes in a little, or maybe it does lose a little bit of structure, I don't know. But if you have them hanging this way, let's see what side shows. So it does show on this one. You could turn them around, that would be easy to do, but they are so pretty, and I'll say 7 on those. I'm just pricing the ones that I can, and then I'll look at the others. Whoops, these are a druzy style. I'll check those out. These are stunning. Oh my gosh. They have some kind of fleur-de-lis front with rhinestones in there, and oh my goodness. I hope these are going to be some kind of really good maker because they're beautiful. And then I have these almost like, this has to be really real blue suede because it definitely feels like it. So I'll check those out. That's cool. And I found the other one of these citrine looking earrings that is on our mate board. So yay, he found his mate. There's a little Santa Claus pair. We'll check those out. And these are kind of cool, almost like a coral clip-on earring. They do look signed. I'll have to look at that though. And they need some cleaning, so I don't like to show them to you when they're not nice and clean. I see a beautiful rhinestone in the center of each flower. This one is missing. However, I found some stones in the bag. So I betcha these are the rhinestones that go in there. So I'll fix those and I'll let you know if they are fixed, if I glued anything, because that is just full disclosure. Really pretty yellow. Not matching, are they? This one's darker, but this one is darker on this side. So we'll check those out. This looks like a pendant, a little angel pendant with a lampwork bead, a foil glass bead. I'll check that out. And super pretty. Probably the other one in the bag. These feel quality. And another orange earring. So great earrings. I'm really happy with those. I will put them in a bag. And I always do this, you know. I'll say, oh, I'll come back with the earrings. And most times I do. But I still have bags of earrings that I have to show you from other episodes. I'm going to drop these rhinestones right in this. No, I'm not. Okay. Earrings aside, do we have time for a few bracelets? Because I see this green, looks like jade. And look at the goldstone bracelet. Isn't that not beautiful? So many things in here I just want to grab at because, oh my, what are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, this definitely looks like garnet. That's got to be garnet. This has to be sterling. Oh my goodness. Oh, here's the clasp. So that's like the pen. Oh my. This is so pretty. I feel like have I seen this before? I don't know. Sometimes I clean things and they get mixed up, but no, I don't think so. Because I would probably have a little marker on it that says everything I found out about it. This is so beautiful. Okay, let's start with the green one. Bring Miss Prissy over because I've kind of not been doing that this time. Let's see what this one tests as. And it does go right into the jade. So a beautiful jade stretch bracelet. And while we're here, let's see what these little beads are. If they are garnet, they are going to go this top part here. I wish I could get it closer. On the Miss Prissy says garnet, tourmaline, and iolite. And then there's a little black line under that. That's the line it would go in if it were one of those three. So with that, really tiny stones, it's going right in the middle of garnet. So they are garnets. Oh my, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. So jade bracelet, awesome stretch. It is sitting at a 7 and ice cold, great condition. I'll say 7 on that. Then we have a, gold stone. This is a man-made stone, quite collectible, quite beautiful. And this is sitting at about a 7. Must have been the same person. Stretch is awesome. And because these are hard to find, I'm going to say 14 on that one. Now to our beautiful baby. Take a minute, see if I can see a mark or a maker. Ooh, it's an oldie. So look in there at the cording that's holding the bracelet together, and that tells me it's got some age to it. So that's a good sign. I am not seeing any evidence that this would not be sterling, but I will test it. It's not magnetic at all. It is sitting at, so an older piece, beautiful garnet beads, 6 3/4. Oh, it's so cool. There is there's 5 strands of garnets, like a grape jelly garnet. Isn't that cool? And now if this all tests out, that's all sterling beads, all in between, all sterling here and here. Just everything you're seeing will all be sterling silver. Look what it would take to put on all those tiny little beads. And to make it into this beautiful design, they didn't just string it around, they actually stopped and did this extra little design here. Really gorgeous. Now this, what else was I going to say about it? Oh, I can't remember, but let's do the testing really quick because I got to get to pour box. So first I'll test a little bit on the, well, I don't want to bother that clasp, but let's do that bead. And I want you to know that it doesn't take much to test sterling, but it's not because I don't test deep enough and I'm saying just do this little thing and that's fine, and this could be a sterling plated piece. That is never the case with me because I do more than just rub the piece on the stone. I inspect where I tested it, and I look at the piece overall as well. So you will not get a sterling plated piece by mistake or something I said wrong. I will know if it's sterling silver. If I say it is, and I will guarantee that for you. So just want you to be really assured of that, that the times where I teach how to test sterling silver where you don't have to, what I'm saying is you don't have to do this long scratch. You can do a much shorter testing area and use all your other skills too. Look at it with the loop, see what's underneath. You can tell when something's sterling silver just by how it's made, the overall color, the feel of it, the weight of it. You just really start to get a feel for all of that. So I just thought I would just say that, because on some of my videos when I talk about please don't scratch the jewelry for your sake and for the people who are buying from you. And some people said, but you need to scratch more because it could be plated. But that's not what I'm talking about. So there you go. It's all beautiful blue colors. And I have no reason to think this is not all sterling. Again, by the way it looks, the color, everything. So we have a size 6 3/4. Oh my gosh, Rich Box, you are just blowing me away today. Oh, I don't know if I can let this go. It's got an easy clasp. Oh, this is too beautiful. I don't know if I'll see one of these again. Okay, what I'll do is I'll price it a little high, and don't take offense, but I'm going to price it high, that way I can know that I got what it's worth or keep it for myself. 6 3/4 sterling garnet. I'm going to say $149 on that piece. I would pay that. I'd pay that in a second, because to me this is something I'd wear for the rest of my life. So wow, that is so beautiful. Okay, I better stop with Rich Box. I don't want to. It's so exciting what I'm seeing in there. There's more real pearls. There's more pieces that might look like Silata style. There's, oh, I think lapis and, oh, mother of pearl. Balamoody it's called, this mother of pearl bead. So that reminds me of something I want to show you. I'm going to put this sign aside So that is what we have for Rich Box. And I have a piece I want to bring along that I bought from another YouTuber. And I just have some subscribers who love these beads. They understand how beautiful they are. So I bought this necklace a while back. This is probably the best Balamoody mother of pearl necklace I have found yet. On the clasp, it's marked 14 karat gold filled. So you know that already is a good sign. But just look at these beads. Are they not stunning? So gorgeous. And they're big. This is probably the biggest mother of pearl Balamoody necklace I have found. So there you go. It is so stunning. And I always have to show them to you up close because it's just incredible how they look. I just feel like I could look at them all day. They're so beautiful. But I want to do this in a way that doesn't make you feel sick. So let me see here. Find a couple of beads, bring it up slowly, and hopefully that is good. Nope, it's not. Gotta find just the right magnifying glass. Can you see the swirling in that? And all the different colors, because it's mother of pearl ground down into pearl size beads. So beautiful, and on a 12 karat gold clasp. So I thought I would bring that out and offer it today in the middle of Rich Box Poor Box because it's a stunner. And I did measure the beads. They're 9mm. It's 22 inches long. And again, 14 karat gold filled. Balamoody. If you look up Balamoody beads, you'll know what I'm talking about. So there it is. It's absolutely stunning. The prices on some of these are in the hundreds of dollars. This is in great shape. None of them are broken. Oh, so beautiful. So for this, I'm going to say $85. They do sell for way more. And again, these are 9mm pearls. So I hope you love that piece. And I just had a great time buying that from another YouTuber, because I knew I had people on my channel that loved those beads. So it was number 29 for them, whoever the seller was. It wasn't $29, it was number 29. So there's that one. Okay, let me get some of the Poor Box out and see what we got. Well, we're going to have to get to Poor Box in the next episode. So I'm sorry about that, about the voting on which one is better, but we can still do that. Oh my gosh, I think I see that cat. Remember that art glass pair of earrings exactly like that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought I would give you a sneak peek of what's left of Poor Box. I see some kind of ratty things in there and some good things in there. So I'm looking forward to that. That is Poor Box, and that'll be our next episode. So thank you for your patience with that. Okay, everyone, that's the end of Rich Box. It usually does take some time to go through the pieces, so we'll do Poor Box next time. It'll be a lot of fun. And also, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't clicked that button yet, would you do that for me? I would be so excited to see my numbers go up a little. And more than that, to have a comment in the comment section saying hi to me and letting me know that you are there watching. It really helps and encourages me to keep on going. Okay? So I think you got my email. If you see some things you like, you know how to reach me. And you know what I'm going to say next. We'll see you next time at the Baubles. Bye.